Sup, Zeldaverse! I have in my hand the envelope that contains all your hopes and dreams. Let's open it. I think we did it justice. Let's just take this out here. Let's take this. Oh! It was just a stupid piece of paper. It's mailbag time! Mailbag! With Jason. Alright, first question is a doozy from Legend of Hyrule 31. Hi, Zelda Universe Mailbag. Hi. I have a quick question regarding Majora's Mask's time-traveling system. When you travel back in time 3 days, you lose all collectibles, such as rupees, arrows, bombs, etc. But you keep all your major items. Why do you think Nintendo implemented this part of the system, and what's your opinion on it? I've got some pretty strong opinions on Majora's Mask's save system. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but that save system is probably the single reason, actually no, it is the single reason why I've never finished the game. Yes, everybody get mad at the webmaster of a Zelda site for not finishing a Zelda game, but this save system is really bad, in my opinion. Every time you want to save, yeah, you have to lose all of your collectibles except major items. So one of my biggest problems when I was starting to play the game was I would get to the first dungeon, or I would try to be getting to the first dungeon, I'd be like, oh, I want to save. And then I'd be transported back to the beginning of the game where I'd have to start everything all over again. So why do I think Nintendo implemented this part of the system? They're jerks. I don't really know. I don't know how they came up with this or designed it, because There. Now you have my opinion on it. That is the save system of Majora's Mask. Next question! Bob asks, when will Zelda end? Why won't it end? And why doesn't Link have a gun? I can answer your question several ways. Zelda will never end. It is forever! And why doesn't Link have a gun? Oh, that'd be pretty cool, actually. Like, Final Fantasy VII worked pretty well with guns, and Steampunk Zelda would probably be pretty cool. I love Steampunk. Link having a gun would be weird, though. I mean, people got upset when Link had a train, and that's not even very advanced technology. I mean, people didn't get upset when Link had a steamboat, but the steamboat was invented after the train. So I don't understand why people would be upset if Link had a gun, since guns were probably invented before steamboats, but they would, because guns are mean, and they hurt people. Kind of like running someone over with a steamboat, or a train. Anyways, next question. Max asks, wouldn't Skyward Sword be better if they added an option to have the sword in the left hand for left-handed people? There's a long answer to this question and a short answer to this question, and I'll start with the short answer. The short answer is, yeah, of course it would be better. It would open up the door for more people to play the game, and everyone would be happy, and we would live in a land made of candy. The long answer is would it be nice? Yes. Is it possible? Yes. Is it technically possible? Yes. Is it realistically possible? No. Why isn't it realistically possible? Well, Nintendo adhered to a certain design constraint when creating Skyward Sword, whereby all the puzzles that they created were only for right-handed people. So their response has typically been, suck it up, pansy lefties, deal with it. That has made people kind of angry, understandably, but they can't go and make a left-handed version, because in order to do that, they'd have to recode the entire game all over again. They could flip the game over and do the Twilight Princess thing. Everyone's asking why they can't just do what they did for Twilight Princess and just flip the game. They can't do that because the enemies are coded separately from the game environment, and the enemies also are specifically designed for right-handed puzzles like this thing where you twirl the eyes or slashing in certain directions. They can't just change that without going in and adding extra code for every enemy and every puzzle in the game, which would double the development time and make us all really, really sad. In conclusion, the answer to your question is, suck it up, pansy lefty! This next question is in two parts from two people. Oh, please, two people. two people. Majora's Mask's fan asks, in Ocarina of Time 3D, are they replacing all the pre-rendered backgrounds? And Leia asks, so according to what the makers of Zelda have been saying, do you think anything's going to be changed in Ocarina of Time 3D? And what do you think about that? So to answer Majora's Mask fan's first question, yeah, they are replacing all the pre-rendered backgrounds. It's going to be really pretty and really awesome. And if you've seen any of the screenshots, you already know this, and it's really gorgeous stuff that they're doing. They're making the N64 version just look so much better. However, to answer Leia's question, they're not adding any new content. Nintendo has officially stated that they're not adding anything new, anything extra, no extra dungeons, no special stuff. This is pretty much a strict port with some spit and polish that they didn't get to do in the N64 version. It's still going to be really awesome, and everyone's going to love it, and it's going to be really, really great, but it's not going to have any new stuff that you haven't seen before. Nintendo just wants to, as they've said, reintroduce Ocarina of Time to a brand new generation of players and give people who played it when they were young a really, really nostalgic feeling of doing it all again. So, last question. Last question. Time for the last question. For the last question. It's time for the last question. I'm pretty good. Feld0 asks, how did you guys record the Phantom Hourglass visual walkthrough? And is there any way to get video output from a DS? Like a previous question I asked, there's a long answer to this and a short answer to this, and I'll give you the long answer first. No, wait, I mean the short answer first. No. Now the long answer. The long answer is yes, but you are going to have to first crack open your DS and then solder electronic components that equate to a video output system onto your DS so that it works. Then you're going to have to somehow stabilize that cracked open DS so that it doesn't fall apart long enough that you can connect it to a capture card in your computer and capture the video. Also, somehow you're going to have to keep this DS playable because it's going to have no case on it and it's going to be really easily breakable. Also, all that will run you about $600. Good luck, because that's how we did it. That's all I got for you, Zeldaverse. I'll be back next week with another mailbag. Don't forget to hit up the link in the description to send me your questions, because I need them. Cody, your time is up.